The tech world once laughed at him. Critics called him a copycat. They said he was just trying to imitate Steve Jobs and copy the magic of Apple. But today, the company he built sells hundreds of millions of devices around the world, competes directly with the biggest tech giants on the planet, and has created one of the largest smart ecosystems ever built. This is the story of Lei Jun, the man who turned criticism into fuel and built the global tech empire known as Xiaomi. Lei Jun was born in 1969 in Hubei, China, at a time when the country was still far from becoming the global technology powerhouse it is today. His family was ordinary. There were no powerful connections, no business empire waiting for him, and no special advantages. But from an early age, Lei Jun had something that would define his future. An intense curiosity about technology and a deep belief that the future belonged to innovators. As a young student, he came across the story of Steve Jobs, the legendary entrepreneur who built a revolutionary company from a garage. That story left a powerful impression on him. It showed him that technology could change the world and that one determined person could build something extraordinary. From that moment, Lei Jun didn't just want to work in technology. He wanted to build a technology empire of his own. He later enrolled at Wuhan University to study computer science. While many students treated their degree like a normal academic path, Lei Jun treated it like a mission. He spent countless hours studying programming, software systems, and emerging technologies. His dedication became almost legendary among classmates. Stories circulated that he completed the entire computer science curriculum in only 2 years because he was learning so aggressively. Whether that story is perfectly accurate or not, one thing was clear. His ambition was far beyond average. After graduating, he joined a Chinese software company called Kingsoft as an engineer. At the time, Kingsoft was not a global giant. It was simply a growing technology company trying to establish itself in China's early software industry. But Lei Jun quickly proved that he was more than just a programmer. He had leadership skills, business vision, and an incredible work ethic. Year after year, he climbed the ranks inside the company. His influence grew, and eventually he became the CEO of Kingsoft. Under his leadership, the company expanded, improved its products, and became one of China's most respected software firms. By his mid-30s, Lei Jun had already achieved something remarkable. He had built a successful career, earned significant wealth, and gained a powerful reputation in the Chinese tech industry. For many people, that would have been enough. But for Lei Jun, it wasn't. In his late 30s, he stepped down from his leadership role and entered what many people called retirement. But his version of retirement looked very different from everyone else's. Instead of relaxing, he became one of the most active angel investors in China. He invested in dozens of startups, mentoring founders, and watching new ideas grow. During this period, he saw something that fascinated him: the rise of smartphones. Devices were becoming smarter, more powerful, and more essential to everyday life. But the most advanced smartphones were extremely expensive. Companies like Apple and Samsung dominated the market with premium products that many people simply could not afford. Lei Jun saw an opportunity hidden inside that gap. What if someone could build a smartphone that had premium performance and beautiful design, but sell it at a price millions more people could afford? Most experts believed that idea was impossible. Competing against global giants required enormous budgets, huge supply chains, and powerful brands. But in 2010, Lei Jun decided to try anyway. He launched a small startup called Xiaomi. From the very beginning, Xiaomi followed a radically different strategy. Instead of making huge profits from hardware, the company would sell smartphones almost at cost. The real revenue would come from software services, apps, and a broader ecosystem of connected devices. This strategy shocked the industry. It allowed Xiaomi to release smartphones with powerful specifications and modern design at prices that competitors could barely match. Consumers loved it. Word began spreading quickly across online communities and technology forums. But as Xiaomi's popularity grew, criticism also grew louder. Many people accused Lei Jun of copying Apple. Xiaomi's product presentations reminded people of Steve Jobs' famous keynotes. Some product designs felt familiar. Even Xiaomi's retail stores were sometimes compared to Apple stores. Media outlets started calling Lei Jun the Steve Jobs of China. For some, it was praise, but for many critics, it was an insult. Instead of fighting the label, Lei Jun focused on building something even more powerful, a loyal community. Xiaomi created a massive fan base known as Mi fans. These fans were not just customers. They became part of the company's growth. Xiaomi frequently asked users for feedback, improved its software based on community suggestions, and built a brand that felt personal and interactive. The strategy worked better than anyone expected. Within just a few years, Xiaomi became one of the fastest-growing technology companies in history. Millions of smartphones were sold across China and international markets. A startup that many investors had once dismissed was now competing directly with global tech giants. But Lei Jun's vision went far beyond smartphones. He believed the future of technology would be built around ecosystems, entire networks of smart devices working together. Under his leadership, Xiaomi began expanding into many new product categories. Smart TVs, laptops, electric scooters, air purifiers, smart home devices, wearable technology, and dozens of other connected products became part of the Xiaomi universe. Slowly, the company transformed from a smartphone brand into a massive Internet of Things ecosystem. Today, millions of homes around the world use Xiaomi devices to control lighting, security, entertainment, and everyday appliances. And then Lei Jun made one of the boldest moves of his career. He announced Xiaomi's entry into the electric vehicle industry, competing with companies like Tesla and other automotive innovators. For many observers, it felt like another impossible challenge. But those who had watched Lei Jun's journey knew something important. People had doubted him before, and they had been wrong. Today, Lei Jun is worth billions of dollars and is widely recognized as one of the most influential entrepreneurs in modern China. Yet despite his success, he still behaves differently from many billionaires. He often dresses simply, interacts with fans online, and speaks with the energy of someone still building a startup rather than running a massive global corporation. His journey continues to spark debate in the technology world. Was he simply inspired by Steve Jobs and Apple? Or did he take those ideas and reinvent them for a new generation of consumers? The answer may depend on who you ask. But one thing is certain. A boy from Hubei who once dreamed about building a technology empire has now created a company that sells hundreds of millions of devices and competes with the most powerful technology brands in the world. And in the process, Lei Jun proved something powerful. Sometimes the greatest innovators are not the ones who invent the first idea, but the ones who make it accessible to the entire world.